We got a whole series going on about weird spots in Nevada, and we started with Devil's Hole and how the water splashes around here when there's earthquakes clear over in Japan. We did a video about Walker Lake and how people think that they've seen submarines coming and going from this lake in Nevada. We went over Lovelock Cave and the ancient race of red-haired giants that the Paiute and the Washoe tribe had to fight. Now we're going to be talking about Thor, but not this Thor. This Thor. This guy was allegedly named Valliant Thor, and he's not even human. He's supposed to be an alien that was hiding among humans that looked like a human. So we've all heard about Thor, the god of thunder, son of Odin, who came down and in the comic books and the Marvel movies joined the Avengers. Did you know it's kind of based on a true story about something that took place in Nevada and at the Pentagon? Even though Valiant Thor was not a human, he was an extraterrestrial. He is often photographed and seen in briefings at the Pentagon and with military officials, people out of the Army and the Air Force and all kinds of stuff. And there's entire books written about him claiming that he was an extraterrestrial called Valliant Thor that was living on Earth, and he was actually giving UFO technology and alien science to the United States of America. And Thor's spaceship was under the water on the deep end of the Hoover Dam in Nevada. That's right. So this is allegedly a real picture of a real alien that worked at the Pentagon and consulted the United States military. And when he parks his UFO, he parks it underwater at the Hoover Dam. In this book, I believe it's called Aliens at the Pentagon, it even talks about how Valliant Thor actually mentored Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, and even Nazi saucer designers. And then these are some of the designs that he allegedly came up with. But the Hoover Dam itself was constructed with a whole bunch of astrological alignments, especially a monument with these statues that is found up over on the west side. There's these two giant winged angels like Valkyrie or cherubim with their arms or their wings stretched up, and they're in this perfect arch. And notice how the eagle with the wings spread is like a square and a compass, totally like the Masonic Freemasonry square and compass. And then there's a whole astrological compass right in the center here as well. This is more of a close-up of what the giant statues look like. Here's a side angle. Look at how the arm and the hands are all in the wing, and they look like these giant knife blades. Are so cool looking. Here's a better look at the eagle and the square and the compass and the astrological design up there and all these other symbols going around. Here is the big compass that has all the signs of the zodiac going around it. And there is crazy detail to the star charts, all the way down to tiny little stars that are embedded in there with the names and everything. Every single detail that was put into the monument, into the star charts, into the astrology, into the Hoover Dam itself is meant to be like an immortal monument that is aligned to the stars. Not to mention all the ancient history and the artifacts that are alleged to be submersed under the water. There could be cave entrances, ancient temples, and artifacts down at the bottom of this canyon that are now buried under the water and hidden down there with Valliant Thor's UFO. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is an actual extraterrestrial? Is the entire concept of Thor, the god of thunder, fighting with the Avengers based off of Valliant Thor with his UFO hidden under the Hoover Dam? So let me know down in the comments below. Have you been to the Hoover Dam? Have you seen the monument? And what other creepy, weird, mysterious places should we talk about in Nevada and Utah and Arizona next?